Page 108, Chapter 17, continuing. Without a sound, the wolves surrounded Granite. He stood in the center of a circle and waited while they sniffed at him. Granite was careful to keep his tail down. One of the brown wolves wagged his tail. Granite wagged his tail in return. His hopes rose. Perhaps the wolves would let him join their pack. Then he would no longer be alone. Suddenly, the gray wolf growled, a low, rumbling sound. The hair over his shoulders made a great ruff. The brown wolf stopped wagging his tail, and with ears pointed forward, thrust his head at Granite. The gray wolf's tail, which he carried in a high curve, stiffened and became almost straight. Granite was in danger. Quickly, he rolled over on his back and threw back his head. He wanted to show the leader that he respected the gray wolf's authority. The growls did not stop. Then the other wolves joined in. The sound continued for a long time. The gray wolf straddled Granite, his head down and his lips drawn back to expose sharp teeth. Granite could see his red gums. Snarling, he snapped at Granite, but his teeth closed on air. Then the black wolf, a small female who had been watching the gray wolf closely, sprang at the dog. She fastened her teeth onto Granite's front leg, which he had drawn up to protect his throat. When she let go, her fangs were stained with Granite's blood. Excited, the other wolves began to bite at him. Granite scrambled to his feet. With a sudden burst of strength born of desperation, he pushed his way through the forest of snapping jaws and bolted. The wolves came after him. Because of their long legs, they had no trouble keeping up. One of the brown wolves knocked him over. Granite fell heavily to the ground, and the breath rushed out of him. He gasped, struggled up, and ran again. He had not taken 3 steps before the gray wolf hit him hard, sending him tumbling. Granite got up, and again he ran. The wolves followed, sinking their sharp teeth into the dog's back at every opportunity. At last, the pursuing pack let him go. He did not look back. Granite knew that if he stopped, they would kill him. He also knew that he must leave the pack's territory. Granite ran until he had no more strength. When he could go no farther, he climbed a low rise. Just below the crest, he found a sheltered place among the rocks where he could keep watch for hostile wolves. His back was raw, where they had bitten him repeatedly, and the hair was matted with blood. His leg ached, and he did not know how he had been able to run so far on it. Granite licked his wounds, cleaning them as best he could. Then he made his lonely bed and slept. As his eyes closed, he thought of Snowdrift. The arrival of gray light woke him briefly, but Granite stayed in the shelter and slept again. He slept for a long time. When at last he stood, every part of his body was stiff. Slowly Granite retraced his path to Ebony's country. He had nowhere else to go.